Hello, students. Have you ever thought what we are made up of, or what a stone, pen, pencil, board, etc., what they are made up of? Well, they are made up of atoms. Everything, whether living or non living, is made up of atoms. So, you might be wondering what this atom look like. The atom it looks like a spherical ball. Okay, it looks like a spherical ball. If we dive into the atom, we will find that atom is made up of three tiny particles. One is called electron, another is called proton, and another one is called a neutron. Okay, so an electron is negative charged particle. A proton is positive charged particle, and a neutron is neutral. Neutron is neutral, it doesn't carry any charge. If we see in any atom, number of protons is always equal to number of electrons. It means that negative charge is always equal to or balanced by positive charges present in the nucleus of an atom. So, in nutshell, an atom is electrically neutral. Atom is electrically neutral. Now, you might be wondering why these electrons, protons, and neutrons are in the atom. So, if we see, proton and neutron collectively made the central part of an atom, which is called as nucleus. A nucleus is central part which is made up of protons and neutrons. Okay, so just like here in this diagram, the central part is nucleus of an atom, which is made up of neutrons and protons, while as the electrons, they are revolving around the nucleus in fixed orbits, which are called energy shells. Just like in solar system, we can say the central part, that is nucleus, is analog or is similar to that of a sun in the solar system, and the electrons which are revolving are just like the planets which are revolving around the sun. Okay, so moving further, if we see, if there are charged particles inside an atom, so there must be some interactions between these charged particles. There are two types of interactions, or we can say there are two types of forces which are operating inside an atom. One type of force is attractive force, and another type of force is repulsive force. Repulsion is there. Okay, repulsive force. Attractive force is between unlike charges, and the two unlike charges are proton and electron. These type of attraction are called electrostatic attractions. Electrostatic attraction, force of attraction. Okay, and another type of forces which are operating in the nucleus of an atom between two protons, and the proton and proton, they are repulsive in nature. They repel each other. So how this repulsion is tackled? Then here comes the role of neutron. Neutron come in between two protons, in between two repulsive protons, and minimizing the repulsion between them. Okay, let's consider some real examples, like atoms of hydrogen, atoms of helium, or atoms of lithium. Okay, if we consider atoms of hydrogen, that symbol is H, and atomic number is 1. So it contains one proton, okay, and one electron. There is no neutron present in the nucleus of a hydrogen atom. No neutrons. Okay, so if we consider, okay, let's draw the structure. Suppose this is nucleus of hydrogen atom, and this one is the first shell. Okay, this first shell contains one electron. The first shell is named as K shell. That's our first shell. Let us draw another atom, that is atom of helium with atomic number is 2. Atomic number 2 means there are two, or we can say there are two protons and two electrons and two neutrons. The proton and neutron is in the nucleus, while as two electrons are revolving in the first shell or in the K shell of the helium atom. So let's draw as the structure. It is like this: two protons and two electrons. Okay, just one more example, that's of atomic number 3, that is lithium. Atoms of lithium, it has 3, atomic number is 3, it has 3 protons, 3 electrons, okay, and it has 4 neutrons. Okay, something like this. If it is nucleus, it has 2 shells. First shell contains 2 electrons, and the last shell or the second shell which contains only 1 electron. Okay, so this one is K shell, and the second shell is known as L shell. Okay, K shell and L shell. From these 3 diagrams, hydrogen, helium and lithium, you can find out easily that the atomic number is correlating or is same as that of the number of protons. It is 3 here in case of lithium, it is 1 here in case of hydrogen, and it is 2 here in case of lithium. So we can conclude that atomic number is given by the number of protons present in the nucleus, clearly. Okay,